like to do.
Right.
Hey folks, Dr. Fawaz from the Wellness Way in Pleasanton. I am here today with William Dunlap, one of our favorite patients. He just brought his list of medications, so he was taking 9 different medications, right?
9 different pills. It was, I think, 5 medications.
Okay.
2 blood pressure, 2 diabetes, a blood pressure, a thyroid, a cholesterol, and a few other things. They were always trying to shove something into me, but through my work here and on my own, I was officially taken off all but one, and that one, he said I didn't have to take the cholesterol if I didn't want to, but there's no reason not to. Since I'm diabetic, I have a higher propensity to stroke, but my test scores didn't say I needed it. So basically, since coming here, I have in about a year gotten off all my medication, and most recently have lost 30 pounds.
30 pounds. And was it difficult?
No, it really wasn't. It wasn't difficult at all. What I did, in addition to my adjustments here, which helped bring me into more of a balance and the supportive environment I get here at chiropractic, I'll show you what I've been doing. I've got this Fitbit watch that tracks how many. Now I've only gone 6,800 steps today because I'm taking it easy, but I've averaged almost 6 miles a day for the last week.
6 miles.
Just about 5.78 miles a day, walking, not running. Don't worry about you can't run. You can walk. You know, I'm old. I'm not going to go out and run and injure myself, but I've been walking a good 5-6 miles a day for a couple of weeks now. And maybe you don't have time to do that, but start small. That's the way I did. 1 mile. 1 mile's better than none. And you know, it may take you 6 months to get where you're walking 10,000 meters a day, but take your time. You got it. Everybody starts where they are.
And I see that you have the right kind of food. I see that you went shopping today. Can you show us what you shopped for?
Yeah, well, let me show you first a picture of my breakfast.
This
is what I had for breakfast.
That seems a lot to me.
I couldn't finish it, and it was under 600 calories. I had some of it for lunch as well. There's 7 or 8 ounces of fish. There's 2 different baked potatoes. There's a yam, a couple of bell peppers. I try to eat 2 bell peppers at every meal.
So I see that you brought your shopping bag right there.
This is my diet, not counting the protein.
Wow.
I eat fish, I eat chicken, I eat pork, and occasionally I'll have a little bit of beef. I don't have any things I don't eat. I just use my MyFitnessPal to look at how many calories I am consuming. And I'm not hungry at all. I mean, believe it or not, I have to force myself to eat, especially after these monster breakfasts with 4 baked potatoes. You're going to be full until lunchtime. But if you eat the right calories,
exactly,
you're not. I'm having a hard time doing 1,700 calories a day, and I used to be living on who knows how much. 1,700 calories isn't a lot for a man, and I have to force myself to get there.
So what's next? What's your goal, like moving forward?
I'm only halfway there. I was at 236. I'm at 206 as of this morning, and I want to get down to about 175, which is where I was when I was once upon a time a runner and a triathlete. But that was a generation ago. But you know, I've been overweight for 35 years. The last time I was 175 was 1983, 93, 3, 13, 34 years.
Wow.
I've been obese, and yeah, I finally decided to bite the bullet. Dr. Fawaz has been very helpful.
Thank you.
And this was part of my project, is to get my body in line and to eat healthy, and it's a real good supportive environment here.
And how do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I feel great. Yeah, I feel great. I'm sleeping better too. I average 8 hours a night sleeping. It's amazing. I've never slept that much. My eyes are waking up, and I don't know why. But another thing is, you have to eat a balanced amount. What I do, I have this in my MyFitnessPal. They have a pie chart that shows your percentage of carbohydrates, protein, and fat. And I try and work towards what's my amount. It's 45% carbs, 35% protein, 20% fat. And you got to have sugar. There's no sugar or no carbs or no protein. I don't think that works. It doesn't work for me. And I've discovered that days when I start binging and I just absolutely have to have ice cream or something or cake, the next morning I weigh less because my body was telling me you need some sugar in there. You need some sugar. So,
And the right kind of sugar, though.
exactly.
So if you ever do that, the right kind of sugar would be not the processed and unhealthy sugar and all that stuff out there. So you've done it and you've committed to this process, and then you're feeling great, and I applaud you for that. I mean, it's you're getting your life back. From taking 5 different medications to one as an optional,
Right.
which you could actually not take, which hopefully that's the goal, is not to get off of that as well as soon as possible.
Well, to tell you how bad it was, in August my blood sugar was 235. 100 is normal, 125 is diabetic, 160 is, boy, you better get on medicine. 200 is, are you kidding me? 235 is, dude, you're at death's door. You know, it's you can't do this any longer. They were going to put me on insulin, and that was the final shock. You know, that I knew there was no turning back. That it was now or never. And you know, between the chiropractic work, my change in diet, and walking, you know, up to 5 or 6 miles a day, has reclaimed my health. I've lost 30 pounds since in 3 months. I'm not trying. This isn't a crash diet. I'm not trying to see how fast I can lose the weight. It's just falling off.
It's possible. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. All right, William. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to what comes next.
The next 30.
All right. Thank you.
All right.